Hey everybody, it's Chevy, nobody else's auto. Checking out some more new inventory in the new yard tonight. Now, if you've been hanging out with us here for a while, you'll know I bought this small yard of old cars that was just directly on the north side of my property a couple years ago. This was an old car salvage yard back in the 80s and 90s. It was kind of a retirement job for the guy that owned it. It's been hung up in the estate for years and years and years. Finally got it bought a couple years ago after trying for about 20 years to get it bought. So we've been bringing you a lot of videos from here. Be sure to check out the other ones if you haven't caught the other ones, because they've been spread out over the last few years, but there's a ton of cool stuff in there. Now, one thing about these videos in this new yard, there's no rhyme or reason to any of it. You never know what's going to be on the next one, because everything in here was literally parked wherever there was a hole when it came in. So that's kind of the way things are. You know, we're looking at a Mustang here. We've got a Studebaker truck right there, a Dodge van right there, a 39 Chevy over there. This was a 42 to 47 Ford truck right here. So be sure to check out those other videos and see what we've got going on. Now, if you've got a question about anything you see in any of these videos, be sure to give me a call. 620-786-4428. That number's in the text part of this video if you click on it. Having a short conversation with you about your project or what you're looking for, year, make, model, body style. I need all that information to know if I might have something here that can help you out. With 1,500 cars and trucks on the ground, we've got a lot of inventory. So the more information I can get out from you, the better off I am when I go see what I've got. So be sure to keep that in mind if you see something in one of these videos you're interested in. But let's start off checking out a few more of these. Starting off this little 1988 Mustang, a little Fox body. I believe this is an 88. The build date on it is September of 88, so I'm going to call it an 88. It could be a super early 89, but probably an 88. Pretty much your basic little Fox body. Nothing too exciting. Car's been here for a really long time. It's had parts stripped off of it. Under the hood, just your basic little four-cylinder Mustang. Nothing too exciting, but a lot of little bits and pieces still left on it, even though it has been fairly heavily stripped. We'll kind of work our way around this side of the car. Most of the sheet metal's still here, but it's got dings and dents. Windshield's obviously gone, so the inside's been fairly heavily weathered. Still has the factory type wheels on it. We come around the back, you know, one taillight left, but it's got a chip missing out of it. We've got the rear bumper and just lots of little bits and pieces left on this Mustang. Not a ton. Like I said, it's been here a really long time. It's had a lot of pieces taken off of it, but there's still a lot of bits and pieces here, moldings, wheels, trim pieces, some good decent sheet metal yet. So definitely want to keep it around, because there's always going to be that one little piece that somebody's going to need. Now, like I said, you never know what's coming up. A ton of diversity in here. We're going to go from an 88 Mustang to a 41 Chevy. This is a two-door sedan. Once again, lots of pieces gone off of this car. This whole door's missing. Take a peek inside. We can see part of the seat springs are still here. Still has some dash pieces in it, miscellaneous. But there again, nowhere near a complete car. We got one cowl molding still left on it. Most of the front clip is gone. This fender, the grill, the hood. The right fender's still here, but it's pretty banged up. One cool thing about the right fender, though, is somebody added these Buick look-alike portholes, fake portholes, to the fender. I don't know if they wanted everybody to think it was fancier like a Buick or what, but those are some aftermarket accessories that somebody added on. They're not Buick portholes. They're just look-alikes that you could buy at Western Auto or whatever back in the day to dress your car up. So, or you know, you could order them from a lot of mail order companies too. Sold a lot of that accessory type stuff. Come down this side, we've still got a door over here. We've still got some of this two-door trim left on it, but lots of stuff gone off this. Right rear fender obviously heavily damaged. Trunk lid's still here. Rear bumper's here, but it's hacked up. So bits and pieces. That's about all that's left of the old 41 Chevy. We're gonna catch one more tonight though. 1951 Pontiac. This is a four-door sedan. This does still have some good pieces on it. We'll kind of work our way around. We see some of the trim gone off the trunk lid, but we see a lot of the side trim still here. Now, something happened to this car at one point. Either somebody dropped something really big on this, or somebody flipped it over on its lid to try to take something off the bottom. No idea what happened to it. This is exactly how I found it, exactly where it's sitting right here in the new yard. So don't know how this thing ended up being so crunched up, but I'm betting somebody must have flipped the entire car over or something at some point in its life to get something off the bottom. But we'll work our way around up here. We've still got the Pontiac 8 on the doors. We've still got the front fender molding. This one's actually missing a star. We've still got 2 of the 3 stars left on the front fender molding. This car actually had a factory sun visor on it. Not much left of it. It got damaged when the roof was damaged, but there's still a few pieces of trim that could probably be fixed on that factory sun visor. The hood's gone off of this car, but we can kind of work our way over here and take a look up here at the front. It's going to be kind of tough to see because we've got a fence right here. This car still has its entire factory grille in it. Those are getting really tough to find. This thing's all here. It's got a little surface rust and a few dents, but I don't see any big rust holes or anything in it, so that's probably a savable piece that would definitely replate. Finding a good complete grille for these old Pontiacs, because there's so many pieces to them, is really tough anymore. So I was definitely excited about that. The engine's still in this car, but obviously with no hood, it's heavily weathered, but it does have the big old flathead 8-cylinder that Pontiac had used back in that day. We'll work our way around this side because of that barbed wire. We can't get through the nose very well. And catch the other side of this Pontiac real quick before we wrap up. One thing really cool about these, the old Indian Chief on the side of it, on the rear quarter panel with Chief Pontiac on them, looking forward. This side of the car, kind of the same thing. A lot of the trim is still here. We've got this front fender molding with the 3 stars on it, a really unique piece where the 3 pot metal stars really made them stand out. We can kind of see the remains of the visor over here. We can take a peek inside of the car. We've got a few dash pieces left in it. I guess one thing about the crunched roof and the visor, it pushed it down far enough that it actually did protect some of that stuff. And believe it or not, we've actually still got the traffic viewer base in this car. If we look right over here, the traffic viewer itself is gone. We've got the base for it, where this would have had a traffic viewer, a lens up here that would help you see out underneath the sun visor if you were sitting in an intersection. So a pretty unique piece you don't see very often is that traffic viewer. If you're not familiar with them, look them up. They're kind of a neat piece. But what it did is when this sun visor hung out over the roof, it was kind of a weird lens where it would help you see up and above the visor, like if you were sitting at a stoplight and couldn't see up very well because of the way the visor overhung the roof. So still even has the factory traffic viewer bracket on it. So a pretty unique piece. But anyway, that's what we've got for tonight. Like I said earlier, if you've got a question about any of these vehicles or any of the other 1,500 cars and trucks that we have on the ground right now, just give me a call. If you like this stuff, you like old cars, you like trucks, you like memorabilia, you like gas and oil, you like porcelain signs, you like gas pumps, you like toys, be sure to check out my channel. Check out that Nobody Show channel. Be sure to hit that subscribe button as well as that notification button. That's the only way that you're going to be able to keep up with what we've got going on. If you subscribe, you'll see the videos. If you click the notification button, you'll know when we post them. Plus, you'll know when we go live. We do a lot of cool live stuff on here that you don't want to miss, and you're probably going to want to be part of. So be sure to hit that notification button so they tell you when I'm going live. So that's what we've got for you tonight. I hope you guys enjoyed the video. Lots more cool stuff to come. Like I said, we've done a ton of videos in this place, in what I call the new yard. And we've still got several more to go. There's probably 8 or 10 more videos in here that we haven't even gotten to yet, and we've been working on this project for a couple of years already. So before we start moving this inventory around and integrating it into my other stuff. So anyway, that's what we've got for you guys tonight. I hope you guys enjoyed the video. Be sure to check out my channel, check out all the other cool videos on old cars and trucks that we've got on there. Stay tuned for more to come. Thanks for watching this one, and we sure hope to see you soon on the next one.